Hey, all right, hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
We want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Wakak, Wadash.
All right, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule very well. And Shalom, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect Akim. We just want to do a quick little sit down on how these nations, when the Lord, when the day of the Lord comes, these nations is gonna fear, man. When the Lord starts showing His might, all these other nations that aren't a part of even our own people, we're gonna be even brothers, man. In that time, we're gonna know that it's the power of the Lord doing these things, man. So everybody's gonna know, like the scriptures say, every eye shall see and every knee shall bow. Mm-hmm. But we're just gonna get a couple of examples of times where the Most High showed His might, and then immediately afterwards, when the heathens heard about it, they were scared, man. Okay.
Mm-hmm. This is Joshua 5:1. It says, and it came to pass when all the kings of the Amorites, which were on the side of Jordan westward, and all the kings of the Canaanites, which were by the sea, heard that the Lord, Yahweh, had dried up the waters of Jordan from before the children of Israel, until we were passed over, that their heart melted, neither was their spirit in them anymore, because of the children of Israel.
Right, because that was a miracle that the Lord performed, man. He dried up the rivers of Jordan, and prior to that, when we got delivered out of Egypt, he parted the Red Sea. Mm-hmm. Okay, and these other nations heard about that, and they knew that it was the Most High with us, man.
That's right.
Because they heard about what happened in Egypt as well.
I was gonna say, because he killed all the firstborn of male and beast. The man and beast, I should say, and that alone was dreadful, Hey, what did the Egyptians do? They gave up everything. Like, man, just go, take whatever you want, gold, silver, whatever you want, just take it and get the fuck out of here, please. That's it. It was trying to get them out of here, man.
Exactly.
No. That's what I'm saying.
They were scared, man. So it said that their heart melted, all right, and neither was their spirit in them anymore because of the children of Israel. Right, man. They straight up, you probably had some of them straight up giving up the ghost, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the fear that the fear of us. You know what I'm saying? Because of the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua was dealing with us, man.
What people was that they made it seem like they wasn't part of the Canaanites and shit, and then made a pact with Joshua, and then he come to find out when they came to the city they was part of the people they need to be destroyed.
I don't know exactly what
I forget what exact people it was, but they was part of the Canaanites and stuff though. But that they dealt subtly, what I'm saying, got over.
Yeah, because they were scared.
But they made themselves servants forever, though.
Yeah, exactly.
But hey, that's the fear of the Lord that's brought on these people, man. It's like, fuck it, man. We might as well just bow down, just get down, man. Let's get down, man.
Yeah. You can just go to the next
precept. This is 1 Maccabees 3 and 6.
And this is the time where Judas Maccabees was putting the nations to death, man. Going to war and rebelling against King Antiochus' wicked ass.
That's right. That's right. This is 1 Maccabees 3 and 6. It says, wherefore the wicked shrunk for fear of him, and all the workers of iniquity were troubled, because salvation prospered in his hand.
Right. Exactly. Because I believe this. Hold on, can you go up to verse 1 real quick?
This is 1 Maccabees 3 and 1. It says,
Oh no, you ain't gotta read it. I just want to see something real quick.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So, this is right after his father died. You know, Judas Maccabee's father died, and he took up his stead. Okay, and then thus began the rebellion. You know, and Judas Maccabees was leading the armies, and the Spirit of the Lord was dealing with Judas Maccabees, man.
Gone.
All right, so that's why. And every time before they went to battle, they prayed to the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, that the wicked got delivered into his hands, man.
That's right.
All right. And the thing about it was the army was small. Their army was small, you know. And these other nations, well, Esau in particular, he was gathering up soldiers from different nations around about to come about and fight against Judas Maccabees. But as we all, you know, when you read along, we know that he won those battles.
Won all those battles too.
Yeah.
So like, I'm about to look up a precept real quick. You know, one of my favorites.
All right.
You gonna jump to the next one?
Yeah.
I got you.
So it said the wicked shrunk for fear of him, man. So these nations is gonna fear us. What's that precept? Wisdom of Solomon 12. Our people shall be willing and the dead like power.
The power. Con. This is 1 Maccabees 3:25. It says, "Then began the fear of Judas and his brethren, and exceeding great dread to fall upon the nations round about them."
Right. You know, because Judas Maccabees, you know, and we just getting straight to the point. You know, you can read all the what led up to the them being these nations being fearful about Judas Maccabees and his armies, because they were filled with the Spirit of the Lord, man. All right, they were putting, it was a X amount of thousands of men coming up against their small army, and they were still putting to death, putting those nations to death, man. And then that's how, you know, there was a king that Antiochus had set up. He set up to watch over his land while Antiochus went down to gather treasures.
He thought he was gonna do something and conquer the whole land while Antiochus was gone, and then got his ass put to flight.
Yeah,
got his ass
put to flight.
One of the greatest armies compiled too.
Yeah,
He got his ass put to flight, man.
Yeah. They had hella elephants and horsemen and all that, and they still got put to flight.
Let me read this real quick.
Yeah.
We was just talking about this is it too. That's spirits in the same chapter.
Oh,
this is 1 Maccabees 3:18. It says, "Unto whom Judas answered, it is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few, and with the Most High Yahweh of the power of heaven, it is all one, to deliver with the great multitude or small company. For the victory of the battle standeth not in the multitude of an host, but strength cometh from heaven."
Right, strength coming from heaven. The Lord, like I said, the Lord was giving them that power. All right, and like I said, they was praying to the Lord too before they went to those battles and stuff.
They was on a fast. They was going into this battle right here per se on a fast. And one of the dudes, if you read up a little bit from what I read at 18, it goes into that how the boy was like, man, this is a great army and we about to faint from fasting.
Like a fool.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when Judas said what he said, man. Like, man, hey, man, be of a good courage. Basically, like, hey, man, the Most High is with us.
Yep.
This is 4:21.
Yeah. Go up a little bit though, real quick. Yeah. Georgius was one of them that came up against him. One of the leaders of a host that came up against Judas Maccabees. Let's see. Yeah, you can start at 18.
18? Okay, this is 1 Maccabees 4:18. It says, "And Georgius and his host are here by us in the mountain. But stand ye now against your enemies and overcome them, and after And after this, you may boldly take the spoils.
Right, because they had won a little battle, but the whole that was just one part of it. You still had Georgius and his host that fled away from this battle that happened, man. You know, and that's why he said, don't take, you know what I'm saying, don't worry about these spoils right now. We still got more fighting to do.
Yeah, exactly. Verse 19, and Judas was yet speaking these words. As Judas was yet speaking these words, there appeared a part of them looking out of the mountain. Who, when they perceived that the Jews had put their host to flight and were burnt and were burning the tents, for the smoke that was seen declared what was done.
Right, it showed that because when they put that whole, you see your city on fire, you know, like, oh man, somebody destroyed it.
Yeah, it's bad business. It's bad business right there, boy.
Everybody's dead. That's what you gonna think, you know. And that's what happened, you know. It was like I said, man. When you read the Maccabees, they was getting busy, man.
Yeah, they was getting down.
Busy.
They was getting down, man.
You know, yeah, and it's a lot of names involved, you know. So it's a lucky for not giving exact names to the kings and whatnot in battles that were fought. But you know, when you read the story, you brothers understand already why they were getting put to flight and why they were afraid and scared, you know.
And really, if you want to know, just read.
Yeah, just read
it. Just read it, man. And the point is that, you know, these nations are going to be fearful of the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Mm-hmm. And the power that the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to exemplify is going to be through the men that served him faithfully, and he's going to give them the strength to overcome all obstacles, man.
Mm-hmm. Like the Lord said, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
Come.
You know.
And then Yahweh Shai said, these things that I do, you're going to be able to do in greater, man. Mm-hmm. And Yahweh Shai did some miraculous things, man. Some miraculous things, man. So, hey, man, if we are of that number, that chosen number, man, we're going to do miraculous things too, man.
Exactly.
And this time it's going to be wartime. It's not a time of you know keeping silent, man. It's a time of war. Mm-hmm. So hey, things is about to get real hairy out here, man.
Yeah. Verse 21.
Verse 21. It says, when therefore they perceived these things, they were sore afraid, and seeing also the host of Judas in the plain ready to fight, they fled every one into the land of strangers.
Right. They ran away. They were scared, man. You know? And that's why you say the scriptures say that the elect are gonna search through the dunghills and all that. Mm-hmm. You know, search underground to find those, because there's gonna be nations that's gonna be literally trying to hide, man, to avoid their punishment, you know, their captivity that they about to go through, man.
And predominantly it's gonna be Esau, man, the elites of Esau, man, because they're the ones with all the fucking money.
Yeah,
those are the ones that's building these underground and finding these underground caves and shit that they can live in and be isolated away from impending danger. Nah, man. It said the fishers are gonna turn into hunters, man.
Yeah.
And hey, what does that mean? That means, hey, those that were fishing for the elect, calling into the elect, those chosen men, are going to be the same men that's going to be out there searching Esau out to find where he's at in those caves and those holes and those rocks, and put him in shackles. Hey, we're going to be the bounty hunters. We're going to find you niggas, man, and put you niggas in shackles, man, and bring you back to your judgment, man, which is slavery.
All through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you know.
That's right.
By Shem Rakakadash. That's that fear of the Lord and His people is gonna be implemented back in you other nations, man.
That's right, man. That's right. Because right now you guys have a confederacy against us to keep us from knowing who we are, but the cat's out the bag, man. We know who the hell we are, man. So that failed. That failed miserably. We know who we are, and you guys know who you are, because hey, there's prophets have been out on these street corners for years, thousands of years, man, pushing the same message, man. That Israel is going to prevail at the end, and wickedness is going to be done away with, man. Yeah, you have your time in the sun now, but hey, man, soon and very soon, our deliverer is going to come back, and he's going to set everything right.
That's right, man. That's right, and it has to happen. You got a quick precept?
Oh, I already read it.
Okay,
it was up in the other joint.
Yeah, that was it. You want to grab Wisdom of Solomon 12 and I think it's 12.
12 and 1?
12 and 12.
12 and 12?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. And there's all kind of examples in the scriptures where the nations feared us, But in the kingdom of heaven, you better believe these nations is gonna recognize, like the scriptures say. We ain't gotta say no more, knowest thou the Lord, because everybody's gonna know the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Oh no, that's
not it.
Just check one. Like you said. I think it's give me 1 second. Bear me Bakusha. I'm gonna find this precept real quick.
Yeah, like the brother's saying, man, these nations, man, they're gonna fear and they're gonna know and understand who is in the power seat, man. It's gonna be Israel, man. Because every other nation has at their time, man. We've been in subjection to every nation, man. That's why it's only just that hey, on the flip side, every nation is gonna be under subjection of us, man. Because hey, man, we didn't have no rule for hundreds of years. What, King Solomon, he ruled for what? 40 years of perfect peace. 40 years compared to 400? That's only 10%.
And the whole time it's been wicked.
Wicked though. And even when Israel was ruling, there was still wicked men amongst us. Yeah. So there'll be a wicked king, and then another king will come and set everything right. Yeah. And that's only on the southern kingdom. The northern kingdom, it was wickedness, period. All the way through and through. The whole time they ruled was all wicked. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, bro. Hey, we haven't won yet, man. We haven't won yet. But when Yahweh shall come back, we gonna win.
Yo, it's 12:17.
12:17. Yeah. This is Wisdom of Solomon 12:17. It says, "For when men will not believe that thou art of full power, thou showest thy strength, and among them that know it, thou makest their boldness manifest." Right,
exactly. So when in that moment, as soon as people think like, oh, their God wasn't real, see, I told you, we got them probably in some chambers and whatnot, or we beheaded some of them men, or whatever. That's when the Lord's gonna show His power, man.
Case in point, Samson. When they put his eyes out, had him as a spectacle in front of all those Philistines, mocking them, laughing at him. He prayed to the Heavenly Father like, "Hey, let me go out with a bang." And guess what? He killed all the royalty of the Philistines, man. Because they always at one place at one time, and he prayed to the Heavenly Father. And that's what this scripture. That's it right there, boy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And it shows. He shows thy power. He shows thy strength, and among them that know it, maketh their boldness manifest. So like the Lord's gonna manifest His power, and He's gonna manifest who His chosen are, man. In that day, when they receive that spiritual power, man. And you nations is gonna be, you other nations, even you 2/3 is gonna be looking like, God damn, like. They're gonna be scared shitless, man.
Yeah, you are.
When you see the glory of the Lord and the glory He puts on His men, you gonna get like we read in Joshua, men giving up the spirit, man. Giving up the ghost, dying, man. People shitting on themselves.
What's that? This is we have some time in derision.
Wisdom of Solomon 5 and like 5 around there.
Yeah, kinda. That's a good one too. Then they shall see it, man. They will see it, man. gonna start at 1. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far from beyond all that they looked for.
Right, it shall be troubled with terrible fear. You know, you gonna be. There's no words that can describe the look that's gonna be on you people's face, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially, imagine, these Hamites, they're retarded as hell. And when they see the power of the Lord, they who knows what they gonna do, man? They just gonna collapse. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna collapse. But hey, it's gonna be a beautiful sight, though, man. For the elect.
It sure is. Verse 3, it says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach.
Groaning for anguish of spirit. Your spirit is gonna be suffering, man.
Because they know they did wrong. They know they wronged the men that they should not have wronged.
Exactly.
It's like, oh shit, these were those men. Of a surety, these was those men.
We messed up.
We fucked up. Damn.
Yep. And a proverb of reproach, talking shit.
You quacks. You faith-based Israelites. You bums.
Yeah.
You bumites.
Snow dummies.
Like, okay, yeah. Hey, who had the song "I'll Be That"? Was that Redman?
Yeah,
I'll be that.
Yeah, that's Redman.
Yeah, I'll be that. You okay? Yeah, give it all to us, man. Hey, we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that on the chin, because guess what, man? I forget what superhero it is, but I forget who it was. I think it's I was Black Lightning. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching that little series, but he has a power in his little suit where if you hit him, however hard you hit him, he can magnify that times 10 and hit you back with it.
Oh, that was Black Panther.
Was that Black Panther?
Yeah.
Well, that shit, the energy come back and he'll hit you back. Okay, that was Black Panther. Okay. And that's exactly what's gonna happen. All that shit you guys is giving us, when we give it to you, it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt you bad.
Yeah. It is.
We're reading on verse 4. It says, we fools accounting his life madness.
Right.
And his end to be without honor.
All right, people really think that what we're doing is not profitable, man. Like they looking at the carnal thing. They looking at it like, cause we ain't driving big trucks, or we ain't got fancy garments and fancy clothes and an actual church building.
The harem of females following us every day, all everywhere.
They think that we ain't nobody, but and they count our lives madness. But when the Lord manifests His word, which is what we preach, when He makes everything made manifest, that's when it's gonna be like, oh shit, they gonna know that a prophet have been among them, man.
Ezekiel 33. Yeah.
You gonna be scared, man. You ain't gonna know what to do. You gonna be scared when martial law and stuff pop off. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't see it coming, man.
Yeah, you didn't prepare yourself, man.
Yeah.
You didn't have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Shah to keep you stable, man.
Exactly.
Because, hey, man, we were given this gift of the mysteries, and the gift of the mysteries is what's going to sustain us in a day of all out fucking chaos, man.
Yeah.
Because we have examples in the scriptures of men that didn't falter and fade when they was put forth to death, man. That they stood stiff unto death, man. So we have those examples, and we know that, hey, man, we count the cost that, hey, this might end my life in this world as we know it, but hey, the world to come, I'm gonna be somebody, man. Yeah. Cause I'm standing for Yahweh Shah, so He's gonna stand for me.
That's right. That's right, man. Yeah, that's pretty much the point. You know what I'm saying? Or you could read verse 5.
Okay, verse 5. It says, how is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints?
that's what people gonna wonder. Like, what? How is he that bum that was on the corner with a towel on, a cut up towel? How is he a son of the Most High?
Couldn't speak proper English.
Right.
Had a speech impediment. Slurring and couldn't articulate his words like we can. How was this the nigga?
Yeah, they never went to college. They never went to no law schools or did anything significant in this
He
world.
grew up on Section 8 and, you know what I'm saying, government cheese, and how was this the nigga, man?
From the hood and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
How is this like amongst the saints? We telling you who the Lord is dealing with, man. He's dealing with the men that's on the highways and byways preaching the right, correct doctrine, all right, which is the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, on down to those that believe in that doctrine. Okay, the sincere Akim,
That's right.
Those are his saints, which are Israelites. All right, not Edom. There's no Edomite. There's no other nation that can be labeled as a saint. Okay.
Exactly.
But
hey, with that, I think I hit the point, man. Hit the nail on the head, man. Hey, you other nations are gonna be terrified, as well as our own nation, as well as us, man. It says the righteous shall scarcely be saved, man. So we're going to be terrified ourselves, even with the works that we produce. Out of Ratazah, we be those men that hold firm all the way to the end.
yeah,
But hey, yet and still, man, you nations, if the elect is going to be terrified, just imagine how you other nations are going to feel knowing that you didn't do the right thing.
man. Hey, with that, we're gonna give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Quadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule very well. And shalom, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect Akim that have the fire of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai burning within inside them. Till next time, Lord willing, say shalom.
Shalom.